It's me, MLB. Here is possibly the most anticipated book for this year. I'm being dramatic, obviously. But yes, as the thumbnail suggests, this is indeed a Sero book. This book will run from Thursday to Saturday, so 3 days, and the Momo X Year Next Euro book will run from Monday to Wednesday. So this time around, I'm giving myself a day off, but you'll get 2 books running at the same time, so it's a bit of a payoff. The yin in this book is super angsty, sadistic, and very unhero-like. So Sero has his work cut out for him. So it's a complete swing in the opposite direction of the sweet, placid yin in the Denki book. Let's be honest, I just needed an angst outlet. Anyway, I do hope you enjoy this story, and maybe some of you might resonate with yin in this one. Who knows? Either way, I do hope you enjoy it. This is chapter 1 of Shattered Image, and this one is titled Black Aura. Enjoy. The classroom was dead quiet, but you liked that. It smelled of chalk and rubber with a faint hint of boys' body spray. Perfect. Your turning up early to class that morning was a strategic move. New school, new people. How was this all going to work out? You wanted to be somewhere near the top of the pecking order anyway. It worked better for you that way. You looked out the window, crossed your arms, and sat back at your desk and breathed in slowly and deeply. You wanted to come off as calm but untouchable. There was a noise to your right, slightly behind you, but you didn't move, nor shift your gaze from out of the window, your arms resting across your chest in a relaxed crossed pattern. "Oh," the voice said, a male voice. Still you didn't move. The voice called, the sound of the school-issued shoes approaching from your behind. "Excuse me, I beg your pardon. I think you're in the wrong room." Suddenly there was a somewhat tall, glasses-clad male in front of you, giving you a stern look, but you didn't look at him straight away. Excuse me," he said again, and this time you rolled your head slightly and gave him a bored stare. "What?" you deadpanned. Miss, I do apologise, but I believe you're in the wrong classroom. If you will tell me your name and what class you're in, I'll be able to give you the adequate directions to your appropriate classroom," he said, still standing there sternly. You glared at him for a bit. "Yenlin Hiracourse Class 1A, you said in a bored tone. "Oh, I do apologise," the spectacle-clad male said with a bow. "Forgive me, you are indeed in the correct classroom. My name is Tenya Ida. I too am in this classroom, completing my hero studies in Class 1A. I do hope we can get along." He extended a hand to you, and you looked at it and then sighed and reached out to shake it, but not putting any effort in. Tenya could feel the coldness radiating off you, and so stepped back after that, nodding before walking off to his desk. Slowly more students came rolling in, and you just looked back out the window, ignoring all of them and feeling yourself getting riled whenever you could hear the whispers behind you. "Who's the girl? She looks kind of scary." "You go talk to her." "No, you heard various people say. "Good. Be scared of me, like you should," you thought with a small, smug smirk pulling at your lips. Suddenly, another male was standing in front of you, but you could feel the aura of this one was very hostile and activated your fight mode. "Oi," the male said. "Get out of my seat." You immediately turned your head and locked eyes with him, glaring as intently at him as he was at you. You didn't say a thing, so he leaned one hand down on the desk and turned his other hand up and curled his fingers a little, small crackling explosions flickering and popping in his palm. "Get out of my seat," he growled threateningly. You smirked. "Or what?" you leered. "I'll blast you," he sneered back. A grin broke out across your face and your eyes widened, your pupils glazing over as you stared at him, and suddenly his did too, and he just stopped what he was doing and stood still. As soon as this male zoned out and shut up, your eyes returned to normal and the grin on your face grew. Those around watching took a step back in fear. What was going on? Just then Aizawa entered the room and looked up, seeing that the usual loud blonde in his class was frozen in front of you and he sighed. "Great," he mumbled, activating his quirk as soon as he deducted what was going on. The blonde, who had initially threatened you, but then had gone silent, suddenly burst to life again, whipping his head around before seeing you in front of him, and then screeching before raising a hand to activate his quirk, but it didn't work. And then all of a sudden, he was bound by Aizawa's scarf and pulled back. "Leave it," Aizawa barked at him, while you grinned maliciously at him. "I'll kill you, damn mirror extra, loser!" he shouted, fighting the teacher's ties before being properly subdued. "Yin, see me after class," Aizawa barked, and then turned his attention on the rest of the class. "Everyone sit down before I make you all. We've wasted enough time this morning. I'm going to need a third coffee soon. The rest of the class scrambled to take their seats, and those closer to you sat down gingerly, too scared to look in your direction. From across the classroom, Sero, one of the quieter students, watched you. Damn, is that a new classmate? She's kind of scary, he thought, his eyes travelling down to your bag beside your desk, and he noticed random band badges and pins on your bag, a few of them catching his eye. One in particular, the pin of a somewhat lesser-known indie band, caught his attention, and he tilted his head curiously. That's a strange pin to have, he thought, redirecting his attention to the front of the classroom as soon as Aizawa started speaking. Everyone in the classroom gave you a wide berth when it came to first break, and Aizawa called you up to his desk. What happened? He asked gruffly, once everyone had left the room. He threatened me, you said with a shrug. His name is Bakugo. He threatens everyone, he replied with a sigh. You know why you're here. He then added, try to at least give everyone a chance. You grunted, looking off to your left. Do it for your mum, he added, and you softened. Okay, you said softly, then you turned to go. I'm counting on you too, he added as you walked away. That day was a somewhat lonely and awkward day. You weren't expecting it to be all rainbows and happiness after your display that morning, but you wondered if things would work out at all. Should I have just not come here? I don't know. I don't even know if I had an option, really. You thought as you sat behind the vending machine at the furthest end of the schoolyard and ate your sandwich that you'd made that morning. Because you were hiding there, you didn't see someone walking around the school looking for you. They had a question for you, but you didn't know that. The second half of school that day was as icy as the first, but you expected that, pretty much welcoming it with your less than friendly glare at anyone who looked like they were trying to approach you. As soon as the final bell rang, you were out and gone, head down, legs moving. You just wanted to get out of there. Some of the girls in your class had wanted to try and at least say hi to you that day, but you had given such a black aura that they all chickened out. A few had thought that they might be able to catch you after school to talk to you, but you were on such a mission that they lost sight of you pretty quickly. You were bagged up and out of the gates before you knew it, and started heading to the local town. Your folks weren't going to be home for a while, so you thought you might be able to catch some of your old classmates and chill for a bit before going home. As you headed off, a lone person tailed you. It wasn't that he was following per se, he just happened to be needing to go into town to get some things, and when he looked up, he recognised your bag and knew it was you. Oh, it's Yin, he thought as he continued to walk behind you. I wonder if I should call out. He debated for a bit, and then had a better idea as he caught up a little closer behind you. It's on the dark nights when I feel alive, he suddenly said, doing his best to sing the line from the most popular song of the band that you had the pin of on your bag. His sudden voice behind you surprised you, but also his choice of words did too, and you turned around, surprised, stopping dead in your tracks. Do you know Hunters? You asked, giving the name of the band. Sero nodded. Yeah, I like them, he commented. Huh, you replied. Okay. Not having anything more to say to him, you turned back around and kept walking. Hey, what's your favourite song of theirs? He asked, taking a few running steps to catch up beside you. Ugh, you sighed internally. I don't really want to be having this conversation. I like, Death to the Nations, he said. Yeah, that's a good one, you replied stiffly. Anyway, I gotta go in here, so I'll see you later, you said, suddenly turning and heading into a random shop to your left, your sudden departure leaving him a little stunned. Okay, see you tomorrow, he called to you, but you just ignored him. Well, it's off to a bit of a rough start. Stay tuned for tomorrow, chapter 2 up then. I'll see you then.